Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359, joined with...
The Afro Battler.
And it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Last time, we ended up going through the Cavern of Remembrance, and as a result, have unlocked the data battles. Since then, I have beaten the game, and as such, have unlocked the remaining 3 data organization battles, which are Luxord, Syax, and Xemnas. Now, I'm going to be doing these in order from reverse, starting with number 13, Roxas, going down to number 1, Xemnas. We're going to be fighting all of these guys, and it's not going to be fun. The data battles are some of the toughest battles in the game, and as a result, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you are prepared in both equipment and abilities as well as levels. So, one of the main things I will say right now for Roxas that will not be shown in this video: remove Counter Guard. Counter Guard will screw you when facing Roxas. I had Counter Guard when I was doing the Hades Cup, but do not have it for Roxas because of something that I will point out before. This is all my equipment that I have. All the ribbons are staying. I have the Expert Ring, the Cosmic Ring, as well as the other cosmic item. I have the Oblivion on Master Form. I have Final Form has the Winner's Proof, and I'm equipped with the Ultima Keyblade. You're going to want to stay with the Ultima Keyblade, except for ones in which I switch. You will see. So, let's start with number 13, Roxas.
Eric, there's no need to beat yourself up. You're a wonderful Let's Player. Don't do this to yourself.
I'm sorry. I must die.
No, Eric, please.
And now for the fight that should have been in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. I was so glad when they added this in. Oh boy. So, start off, you will always start with this guard. So, as you can see, Roxas has a tremendous amount of health. Believe it or not, this is actually some of the least health that some of these guys have.
I mean, it's going down pretty fast, though, every time you smack him.
Well, that's because I have so many abilities equipped and everything for it. But you also have to watch out, because his combo potential is ridiculous. This is entirely the reason, actually, why Counter Guard. For example, Counter Guard works in which you guard, and then your next move after that, if it's a successful guard, will end up resulting in you doing an outward blast. That outward blast will hit Roxas, but you can't follow up with another attack before he'll go back into his teleporting phase. Removing Counter Guard allows it that once you guard it, you can instantly go in for the hits. And right now, he's going into one of his other phases. Great.
The hell's he doing now?
Roxas,
never mind.
Yep.
Nope, what is he doing now?
Roxas has the element of light, actually. A lot of people always forget that Roxas is actually the light member of the organization. And here's where the data battle comes in, where the difference. The lower Roxas's health gets, the more these lasers show up. It shows up in the original battle too, but it shows up a lot faster than it does in the other one. Believe me. That's what makes this difficult.
Just all the lasers just covering the randomly spawning here and there?
The worst part is the range he has. He can go to the other side of the battlefield with those lasers, actually. Those lasers reach all the way to the other side of the battlefield.
Yeah, I can notice from here.
Now, one thing I always find, Limit Form will help you out if you're in a pinch because of the invincibility frames. Honestly, I will say this right now. There were a few organization data battles that gave me a hard time. Roxas was one of them. Unless I say so, all of these were actually done in one try. Roxas was not done in one try. Roxas took me at least 3 tries.
Wow.
And that is because in the previous battle, I had Counter Guard on, and then I had the idea to not do it because I was noticing Counter Guard was screwing me over more than anything.
Yeah.
And I also recommend not having Berserk on because you need to finish them with a finishing combo. And
like that's a requirement to do? You can't kill them otherwise?
Yeah, that's how any boss is. That's Roxas's ultimate attack right there. So you need to watch out for that because he teleports a lot in combos with it. Right, and can I take the Keyblades? Damn it.
How do you actually do those?
You have to be fast enough. The thing about the data battles is, and a lot of people, I'm sure have realized it by now, the timing is a lot more strict than the original battle.
No, I mean, like, how do you actually, like, what are you supposed to do? What buttons do you press, I mean? I don't understand what's happening right there.
D-pad, and then hit the command where it's at, and you will take his Keyblades.
Oh, okay.
It's, I didn't do it in the original battle, and I don't believe he ever actually did it in the original battle. The hard part about this is when you're cutting a combo like this. Don't hit aerial recovery, because if you hit aerial recovery, that ends the combo, and as a result, you can be killed.
Oh, I was about to say, like, how are you not dead?
It's because I have second chance and once more. He doesn't have... Roxas doesn't have moves that ignore that. I think Data Xemnas is the only boss in this data form that actually does have that. So you gotta watch out for that. See, it's that move right there. When you're far and you're guarding that, this one's the one mainly where counter guard would screw you over.
The shockwave?
Yeah, the shockwave right there is what screws you over.
Because the shockwave knocks you out the guard, then all the lasers just pummel you.
Yeah, and then he goes back into his teleporting phase, and then you have to wait for him to be open again. All right, now, at this point, I was being very cautious, so I'm like, no. All right. And... mine! Give me those. Okay, now you can have them back. And when Roxas loses his Keyblades, he will constantly use lasers on you, but there we go. I find it appropriate. I kill him with his own blades.
Oh. Sweet irony.
I love that that was the finishing combo, too.
Died than the spike of Sora's hair.
I like to think that the crown just poked him.
Oh.
And once you beat a data battle, you will gain a reward. You gain a magic up for Roxas. And the little tombstone that they're at is now pink.
Oh,
the
hello.
best thing is you can actually do these as many times as you want.
But you don't get the item, I'm assuming.
No, you will get the item.
Really?
Yes, if you beat them. This is the perfect grinding spot for magic ups, guard ups, as well as the last one being power ups, which comes from Data Xemnas. But now we're going into familiar territory with this bitch.
This is unfamiliar territory for me. Who is this?
This is Lark. She has the power of thunder, and she is number 12. In Chain of Memories, she's evil. I hate her. Larxene is great because she starts off with a lot of her own power going out like just in the beginning. The gimmick for this one compared to other ones is she has a cloning ability, but it doesn't really come into play too much. Just wail on her with Final Form and you will be fine, especially when she uses her Final Form. So like right here, I will tell you right now, she goes down fast. The only thing that was really changed for her besides her damage output is that her health was increased. And not all data organization had their health increasing. I believe the next one we're going to see that being the case.
You were just wailing on her.
She
This
is
ridiculous. You're just beating the crap out of her with Final Form.
more or less. Final Form makes quick works of some of them. I try to match it up though to like make it that it's not just Final Form.
Yeah.
So you'll actually be seeing the other forms actually being the ones that get the final blow. Because the cutscenes are real time for this, so that's what I like.
It does change depending on which, I guess, form you're in.
Yes, Sora's outfit, like if you're inside of, say, Final Form, you will have white in the ending cutscene when they disappear. That's how all cutscenes are real time, except there are a few discrepancies that I have noticed. One of them being that added cutscenes will have you in something like, say, Limit Form, but the next cutscene after that will revert you back to your normal clothes.
Oh, okay.
But there we go. That defeats Larxene. She is actually extremely easy. She is probably the easiest data organization, and as a result, you get a Lost Illusion. Every single one of the absent silhouettes you fought will give you a Lost Illusion, so this is where you will grind up to, get them.
Real quick question. Is she the only girl in the organization?
Yes, if
okay.
you don't consider Shion, but that's a whole nother story.
If you don't consider Shion.
It's a long story.
The person with the she in the name.
You'll see. It's an X, that's why.
Is that Shion?
No. This is Lucia, the final boss from Kingdom Hearts. Chain of Memories and Chain of Memories. He was in charge of Castle Oblivion. His gimmick is a little bit different. He whispers sweet bliss into your ears and curses you.
Oh, hello. What's this?
This number represents your current level. If you take that many hits during the battle, you lose, no matter what your health is.
Well, then, that's a bit of a challenge.
Not really. He is not too bad. In fact, I'm pretty sure he didn't have much, but if you get hit, you can get it back, actually, by doing one of two reaction commands. Here's one of them. That one doesn't restore anything. That just wails on his ass. The other one that I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing is we'll grab his scythe and throw it at him, which I think we'll do it right here. Yes, because I do it right here, so give me that. All right, and you can have it back now.
Nerd.
And that will restore, I believe, up to 9 hits. You have no problem with Lucia, really. He is probably, besides the Lark scene, the easiest of the data battles. The only thing that's annoying in his data battle, he spams that floor trap. So
what does that do exactly? It just
damages you if you're in it.
Oh, it's just like a area effect kind of constant damage thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he spams this a lot in the data battle. A lot more than his actual battle.
And it takes up a lot of the field, which is kind of problematic. But luckily you have gliding around it, so it's kind of fine there.
Well, aerial dodge can also help with that. And you might notice right there, I wasn't taking hits for that. That's the other thing that makes Lucia a lot easier. A lot of his moves actually don't damage you. They just make the counter go lower. So you
take damage like based on the counter and your health?
Yes, you can still get killed based on your health, but most of Lucia's attacks are actually just made to wither down the counter. So at that point, I was like, okay, you're going to constantly kill Donald and Goofy, so final form, and wail on your face. Bye-bye. All right, and Shotgun Ice for the win.
I'm sorry.
That's what I call Blizzard, is Shotgun Ice, based on Mega Man. And this is actually one of his... not really ultimate moves. He spins around and he's invincible. Do I kill him before he? No, he's gonna do his ultimate. There it is. This is his ultimate move, which I find to be the most annoying because it just wastes time. What he does is he just hides behind you, and what I should have done. Right?
It's one of those things where he just hides behind you for a bit. You have to wait till he actually attacks you, then dodge at the right time while lasers are popping in here and there.
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of those annoying ones. And I went Valor form, and because of that, I can't use magic, but I also can't use my glide ability. I have a high jump, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to beat him inside Valor form. The only problem is I have to have an opportunity to hit him.
Because right now he's just kind of spin dashing across the field.
Well, his own twisted version of spin dashing, but this should take care of him.
The Dark Dash.
And boom! There we go. That takes care of Lucia yet again.
I thought for all of them you said you have to do a special finisher.
That is a finisher. A finishing combo.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant by finisher, is a finishing combo.
I thought you meant like a special reaction time thing like you did with Roxas.
No. Not all of them have that. I'm glad. But for beating Lucia again, you get another Lost Illusion. So, that takes care of that, which means we're on to my most hated data battle. Number 10, Luxord. I hate this one. Oh boy. This one is one, I will say, gave me the most trouble out of all recordings. And that is because his reaction time commands are a lot faster than they were in the actual base game. So, his gimmick is time. You have to get it at the right time, and if you screw up, you'll turn into a dice or a card.
Actually, I remember this fight, actually.
Yes. So do you remember the time gauge, that if you run out of the time gauge, then you lose?
I vaguely remember that.
Well, Luxord is a lot more of an asshole in this one. This one took me an hour to do. I'm not going to lie. This took me an hour. So for this one, what I recommend for the card one, get the timing. Just keep practicing. Practice on the Gambler Nobodies, for one, because they do a same quick time event. But for Luxord's battle, do not go based on the one that you did in the base game, because his reaction commands are way faster. And that would be fine if you could ignore them, like you could in the actual battle. No, you can't inside this one, because inside this one, you have to win his ultimate attack mini game. Otherwise, you will lose. You have to win it.
That's kind of...
I call that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because...
being forced to do, like, that kind of thing where if you don't, you actually lose. Which I'm assuming is near the end of the battle, yes?
Yes, when he gets to about, a little bit less... about, like, a
less
third...
than a fourth?
Yeah, I would say about a fourth of his time left. Then he will do it, and it is something that is just terrible. There is a way that you can glitch it to where he ends up not doing it, but it's very hard to do. Although I do get a couple of glitches in this battle that kind of made me laugh, which is why I'm glad this is the one that ended up winning.
Oh, this one kind of... The whole idea of that kind of just punishing the player for one simple mistake, I never really liked in games.
Yeah, and it gets worse with this one because for the last one, you've noticed how like it's switching like circles to X's and everything, and how I have to hit circle?
Yeah.
For the last minigame, you have to do all of them. Now, in his current health right now, if I lose this minigame, I turn into a card instead. But because he had less health, I didn't turn into it, and it reverted my drive form completely. Huh. So it glitched out right there. I lucked out. Otherwise, I would have been a card right now. But this is his ultimate attack, and...
Stalling for time.
Yep. And this is the minigame. I always start from the bottom. And you can't take too long, because if you take too long, then you lose. This is why. So as a result, I lose. Now, in the original battle, you would lose just some time. In this one, you reverse your times in the data battle.
Oh, that's horrible. That's even worse than losing, because you're just punished even more.
The only bright side for this is the fact that despite him having that, once he does the move once, he's pretty much going to spam this.
Really?
Yes. But even then, compared to what I have to go through every time, this is bullshit. I am unaware if 2.5 made this any better. I do not know. And at this point, I've been doing it for an hour. I'm scared, and I missed it by 1.
Oh, that's horrible. Jesus.
Look, he has nearly...
So he doesn't, like... You siphon. He's basically siphoned his time off you.
Yes, more or less. That's what makes this so difficult. That's why this took me an hour to do. The total number of times, I cannot tell you how many times I did this one, in all honesty. Because there were some in which I lost in the beginning, some in which I lost in the middle, some when I got to the end like this.
I mean, the whole, like, little minigame thing, being this guy is kind of card-based, so minigames would be appropriate for his boss fight. It's not a bad idea, I would think. It's just how they implement it, where you get punished, but it's just wasting time. I guess it's appropriate, because this guy can control his time, but it's lame.
Yep, but when I hit that, I sang Sweet Hallelujahs, and I kicked his ass with Ars Arcanum. Because he runs out of time and you just have to do a finishing combo on him.
I kind of wish you killed him with just the cards.
I kind of wish I did too.
I mean, it would have been perfect, like, just a straight up just
delicious
fuck
irony.
You. Yeah.
But there we go. That defeats probably the hardest one in this game. And for your reward, you get an AP up. Congratulations, you can farm him for AP ups. Don't do it. Don't.
It's not worth it, kids.
It really isn't. I would honestly say it's not. But now that we're done with number 10, I'm doing a little victory dance because I'm like, finally! I was screaming sweet hallelujahs. But now we're also going into another one of the worst ones in the game.
The basis.
Yep. Demyx's data battle. Now, Demyx's data battle is a different one for what you're going to have to do. What I recommend, I'm going to put on more attack for this one. And I'm going to be messing around with a few things. I'm going to have to take off my Ultima and put on the Fenrir Keyblade. Fenrir is shit on magic, so I'm putting my Ultima Keyblade on Final Form. So what I'm doing is, after this, I'm going to go to my abilities, remove every combo plus and equip combo minus.
What?
This is pretty much the only way that you're going to be doing this boss fight.
Taking away your combos?
Yes.
What does that do?
You'll see. But we're not done yet. Make sure you have Firaga on a quick select menu. Make sure you have it on a quick select menu because it will make quick work of his water spawns. Because there is no water element in this game, so his water spawns are programmed as ice.
I guess because fire and water cancel out, I guess you can work it like that.
I guess you can say that, yeah. But here comes Demyx's data battle, which, until this recording, I found this to be the hardest data battle in the game. Ironically enough, I did this in the first try.
Ironically enough, you're using a different thingy. Keyblade.
Sure. Yeah. And it's because what the Fenrir Keyblade has is combo minus on it. And what kills these things is only finishing combos. Which is why you need Final Form and Firaga. Not for this section. There's a section later in the battle in which he will summon 99 of them. And you have that time limit. If that time limit runs out, doesn't matter your health, you lose. And I haven't even damaged him yet. This is why this is, I consider, the hardest boss. What's even worse is how the next type of spawns water things will spawn, because it's based on whatever time you ended up ending on. It can go anywhere from 13 to 25 to 75. 99 he only does when he's close to dying. But now for what makes the battle also hard. I have to beat him with none of my combos anymore. I have nothing but finishers.
Yeah.
This is what makes this battle also difficult. That's why it's annoying. I won't say it's as annoying as Lux Swords if you follow the method that I'm going and use Firaga, and I love how we both intercept each other there. I just love that. The other problem I have is the fact that some of my finishers don't reach Demyx in time. Like that. So this is really the problem. I suppose you can have it to where, you know, you have at least one combo, but even then I don't recommend it because it can be very difficult if you even have one.
One combo's a bit less, really. Because you need, how many combos do you have right now?
I am doing nothing but finishers.
No. Oh, is that just one hit?
Yeah. Now that is his reaction command. I never showed it off, but if you do it correctly, you will actually hurt him.
Did you pat him on the back and he just smacked you?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think was gonna happen, Sora? I was like, hey buddy, how you doing? Smack! What the fuck, man?
Hey man, I love you. I love your music, man.
Dude, sign my shirt.
Sign my zippers.
Dude, sign my Donald.
Sign my Donald. I don't think Donald's gonna like that.
I don't care.
But yeah, because of the combo minuses, you get one combo minus that you learn naturally, and then the other one comes from the Fenrir Keyblade. So when it's like this, pretty much you're just doing the finishing combos. I could remove the finishing combos, like what I have right now is Air Finisher plus Magnet Spiral and everything, but I find it to be better this way. So right here, after a while, he will go back into this data battle part, but as you can see, look at how much fire did to him.
Yeah.
This is when I realized, oh,
I am a god of fire! Fear me, Poseidon!
Huh, looks like Brock was right. You know, water is weak against fire. I love that. So here what I was trying to do was, I was trying to prevent him from doing that. This is the final one he'll do before he dies. This is the one to where he'll get the 99. And I'm already at a point in which I actually won't have enough for Final Form. And I realize that. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, let's heal. And I have Drive counter. So what I have to do is I have to hit these guys with the combos and then build up the meter to be able to do this. And you're going to see, I almost screw this up entirely. And I would have cried. Because this is like my first try, and I've never done this good on my first try. Here's the 99. This is where I don't even think it's possible without Final Form. I think you need to use Final Form for this.
I mean, because Final Form's whole thing is just area, like gigantic area, isn't it?
Yeah, more or less.
And the water forms are kind of like spread out everywhere, so you actually need like that giant area of effect to hit everyone in time. Since you only have at this point like 8 seconds, you still got 25 to go.
I barely missed that, but there we go. That was close. Because I love how my Keyblades are...
So they're so happy, man. We finally beat him.
Yeah, that was actually my first try. I will say, though, the next one took me 2 tries.
Looks like someone's music career is over.
Ironically enough,